When did you know that you were going to be good at this whole TV, hosting, radio, all of it?
Well, that's very nice of you. I'm not 100% sure that there are some days where I sound like an absolute stooge when I'm talking.
No, you don't.
Hey, Erin, I get myself, and I don't know if this happens to you guys because you're so professional. Our show is not blocked out, right? There's ideas of potential things that we could talk about. And the boys, that's why the boys are so talented. They can just keep up with whatever, right? And it's basically just the diaries of almost like a madman while I'm doing the show. And there's sometimes where I get lost. I mean, I'm deep into something. I'm like, oh, how did I get here? How the hell do I get out of here? But I've always enjoyed conversation. I think I've always been incredibly curious too. I think naturally I'm a very curious person. And I'm also like one of the most basic humans of all time. If I like something, there's a really good chance that a lot of people like it. If I think something tastes good, there's a really good chance that a lot of people enjoy the taste of it as well. So I'm like incredibly lucky. I'm incredibly curious. I like to think of myself as not that intelligent, but I'm pretty observant and my memory is pretty solid. So you kind of piece all those things together. I still remember what it's like to be a fan of people that talk and listen and shows and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to talk to my friends whenever I'm on the show because my friends and I are a dumb group of people. So you have to explain a lot of things.
No, you're not.
But it's one of those things where I've been very, very lucky for the experiences, what I'm potentially good at. And I'm very, very lucky. But I appreciate that compliment coming from you and you, Erin, because you guys are two of the goats in this whole thing.
Yeah, you're very sweet. We're just old, but it's just,
No.
wind you up and let you rip.
Tom Brady is made looking old damn good. I'm over that old shit. I don't care anymore.
Erin, you killed us. I thought I gave you a great intro too. Charissa, I don't know if you heard it. I gave Erin.
Oh,
God.
Erin doesn't want to be, under the spotlight. She's good in it, but she doesn't like it. I like it. I'm like, do we have anything else? Do we have any more time for some intros? Hey, by the way, speaking of some stat lines on one another, you're May 2nd. We're May 4th. We need to have a joint birthday party, Cinco de Mayo style. We have the same birthday. You're on the 2nd. I think we need to make this happen.
Sponsored by Don Julio.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in. Hey,
42 on it.
Hey, I'm sorry I missed all your guys' birthdays, by the way. I've been celebrating mine so hard. Like by the time May 4th comes, I'm normally passed out. Happy birthday. I missed a lot of them. I apologize.
We were going to talk to you about that.
That's all May is a great month to be born.
Stubborn asses. We're stubborn. I got so mad at my mom, well, later on in life when I started drinking heavily, that she couldn't hold me in for the 5th because I'm like, how kick-ass would it have been to have a Cinco de Mayo birthday? I was born 1:11 in the morning on May 4th, so she couldn't hold me in so fast. So quickly, her labor, everything was, I was almost born in the Datsun of my parents' car. It was a quick, she's in, she's out delivery that my dad said if I was a boy, it was either going to be Yaz or Datsun. So there was no way she was holding me in. Do you have a good delivery story? Because like May babies are crazy.
Well, so by the way, great to hear that you wasn't a long labor. You know what I mean? That is great to hear.
T's and P's if it had been,
Hey, T's and P's that are long labors out there. I've heard it is tough out there. And hopefully one day my wife and I will be able to have a child and I'll be blessed with that. My kid will be a nightmare for sure. I am very scared of what my child is potentially going to be, a demon out there. The only thing that's ever said about my labor is that my head was just so I have a very large cranium, extra large helmet in the NFL. Big hats. We're talking big. I guess my mom always. I don't really wear fitted. It's big. It's like 7 and something eighths, whatever it is.
Kevin Mensch.
Understood that.
Do we remember
3/4,
him?
the 7, 8. Who?
Kevin Mensch with the Rangers back in the day when I worked baseball for ESPN. He was like a 7.5. It was like one of the biggest heads out there.
Yeah. Large cranium on me, and my mom says that it's been this way since birth. So it's never talked about in a glowing light, my birth. It's always like when I came into the world, it's always like, hey, that was a painful day, and everything changed that day, but it's great. I love my parents. I was born in McGee's Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh.
Of course.
I think it
Sally.
came out of
Is it
nowhere.
your mom's name, Sally?
Yeah, Sally's an angel, man. Sally
Cutie. What a great name. Like Sally, Erin and I love the movie Steel Magnolias, and I just immediately think of Sally Fields. And any woman named Sally is just a sweet little angel.
Well, Sally Ann McAfee I mean, she is a sweet little angel, but she does hold grudges. I mean, she
Do you want to get into it?
some people. Huh?
No, I'm just teasing. I said, do you want to get into it?
I want to hear what's her biggest grudge she holds against you besides the size of your head?
Well, against me, I don't know. Me and my mom are good. We have been good for like the last 15 years. You know, there was a time there though where we hated each other. She hated me. I was very hateable. I understand that as I was trying to go through my entire high school life and existence. But
were you a bad kid?
Really
Why? Were you like a partier, or were you rebelled, or you just, questioned authority? Why were you bad?
Yeah, me and being an authority, not really necessarily the greatest. My peers always seemed to like me. Teachers, principals, cops, you name it. There's always seemed to be a little bit of a disagreement here because I would like to talk about why they feel the way they feel and why I feel the way I feel. I just so happen to be a 9 or a 10-year-old who's probably shouldn't be giving my opinions on situations. So my mom had to deal with a lot of that. I had a cigarette sales operation going in 5th grade where I would buy cigarettes for 25 cents and sell them for 50 cents. And I almost got expelled and sent to boarding school for that. I mean, my mom had to answer a lot of questions for me.
Hey, look, it doesn't say businessman on Wikipedia for no reason.
Right.
You know?
How do you think this guy's buying a plane already? Yeah, bitch was selling cigarettes at age 5.
So my mom, I don't know how old you are in 5th grade. How old is that? Is that
I don't know. I think you're like 12.
Yeah.
Right? Because or 11, 12. Because junior high, you start like 13, 14. I don't know. What do I know?
I wanted extras. I just wanted extras. There was this grape juice that came in this little, I forget what it was. It tasted great. It was like 50 cents though. And it was an extra on top of lunch. And my parents didn't make a lot of money, obviously, like a lot of people. And I didn't want to ask them for the extras every day because the lunch price was here's a buck. And I wanted extras. Everybody was eating it. So I started hustling and I started selling cigarettes for like 25 cents a pop. I get 50 cents in return. And I was selling everybody. Seniors in high school all the way down to 6th graders. I was moving. And so much so that I had a full carton. I actually moved all the way up to like a carton. I had a pretty good operation going. And then somebody ratted me out. And
snitches get stitches.
But Sally went in there and said, isn't this a good thing though? Like, shouldn't we be potentially looking at the bright side of this? She had to go to bat for me, but not everybody felt that way. So I love my mom. She is sweet, but she will hate people too, which is awesome.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
I think you should be worried about someone that likes everyone. They
don't like everyone. Give me a break.
My mom always said this, hey, Charissa, don't worry if people don't like you. You don't like everyone. I'm like, well, that's a fair point, Kathy.
So I always say that because people get so upset whenever people say negative things on the internet. And I used to kind of get upset as well. But if you don't like me, there's a good chance I'm not going to like you. This is a good thing. We've kind of encountered each other. We've experienced each other. You don't like me. I don't know you. I hate you. Let's just keep it moving and have a good time. It's a great way to be.